I'm Carol Kilburn. After 37 years, I fully retired from Clovis Unified in June 2020. Woo woo! Just in time to hold Grammy Zoom school for my 4 grandkids. The teachers blew me away with their innovative teaching, as did my grandkids for making it work and learning in a crisis. A Clovis administrator said to a Clovis teacher, "Wow, if the Kilburns are involved in ACE, there must be a serious problem." How correct this administrator is. I am an award-winning teacher, both individually for my work as a classroom teacher and with my team for our work with beginning teachers. I've won awards at the local level, the state level, and the national level. The induction program I developed with my team in the Curriculum and Instruction Department has been emulated in states all over the country. I was also invited to serve on a team for the California Department of Education to write a state induction program for beginning teachers. The program we created was used for years by most California school districts to introduce rookie teachers into the profession. I was a good teacher. I was a good Clovis teacher. I bought into all of the Clovis mantras. A fair break for every kid. It's people, not programs. We're all on the same team, and we don't need a union. I believed the administrators. When raises were given, everyone got a raise. Little did I know, on a salary comparison across 22 like-funded school districts, our superintendent was third on that list, our administrators were 10th and 11th, and our teachers were last. That's right. We were 22nd out of 22 districts. What happened to "we're all on the same team"? You know, this impacts me for the rest of my life. My retirement pension will forever bring me less money than my counterparts in neighboring districts because my district administrators and faculty senate let me down. The administrators sure looked after themselves but left us far behind. When COVID happened, the 50 most medically vulnerable of our teachers were told to return to their classrooms, even though all learning was remote at that time, or they'd lose their jobs. These are people with brain tumors, immunocompromised people, people undergoing chemotherapy. Can you imagine? It was heartless, and I was absolutely appalled. What happened to "it's people, not programs"? It was the last straw for us, and so in January 2021, the Kilburns got on board with ACE. I currently serve as a co-chair of the ACE Community Support Committee. ACE was established in the summer of 2020 after disastrous decisions made by district administration and the governing board. The ACE founders did their due diligence and conducted research into partners who had the expertise to help educators form a union. They looked at public and private organizations and settled on the California Teachers Association, CTA. Here are 3 reasons I think CTA is the right partner for us. Number 1, even though I've won amazing awards and had a wonderful career, I don't know the first thing about organizing a union so that all voices are heard and all educators are fairly represented. Neither does Faculty Senate or IQ. In fact, when ACE was first forming, a top DO administrator very dismissively stated, "There's no need to worry about Clovis teachers forming a union. They don't even know how to organize." Well, guess what? Smart ACE leaders knew from the get-go that they needed to learn how to organize, and so they chose to partner with the experts. CTA organizers, as well as union officers from neighboring districts, have served as guides, not leads, for the last 2 years, as Clovis educators volunteered to build ACE from the ground up. ACE organizers have stepped up to serve on ACE committees that meet regularly to do the important work of researching issues vital to Clovis educators, collaborating on innovative ideas to solve problems, and making decisions that will help students and educators in our district. This means that when ACE becomes the educator union in Clovis, the ACE structure will be in place, ready to go, and fully functional from day 1. ACE educators will just need to vote on who they'd like to have represent them in leadership and on committees. CTA has been invaluable in helping ACE organizers learn how to structure an effective union. CTA is the answer for ACE. Number 2, I am an expert at inducting beginning teachers to the teaching profession, but I don't know where to go to effectively gather relevant school system data and then use it to successfully negotiate a contract. Neither does Faculty Senate or IQ. We've had no training, taken no classes, and had no mentoring to teach us about websites and resources that contain essential data and how to use it to negotiate a better contract. CTA has the information we need, or if not, they can help us get it. With all my teaching experience and awards, I've never been trained in how to bargain with administrators for the best possible salary and benefits package and for improved working and learning conditions for educators and students. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Interestingly enough, Faculty Senate and IQ has had no training in negotiation, even though Faculty Senate has been our representative body for decades. Makes you think, doesn't it? CTA has the resources, knowledge, and experience to train ACE educators in gathering the data, analyzing it, and using it to advocate for ACE members through the art of negotiation. In fact, CTA has trained the ACE bargaining team that is currently negotiating the first contract for Clovis psychologists, giving them the tools they need to be successful. CTA is the answer for ACE. Number 3, litigation. Although I was honored to go to Washington, D.C. to receive a national award for our induction program, I don't know how to litigate a case. Neither does Faculty Senate or IQ. When an employer treats an employee unfairly, wouldn't that employee want the very best attorneys representing him or her? I would. I'd want attorneys who have been educated at some of our finest California universities, Stanford, UCLA, Berkeley, have decades of experience in California education and labor law, and have a deep pool of attorneys across the state to call upon for specific education issues. I'd want the best. That's what CTA offers to Clovis Unified educators. CTA attorneys are currently litigating 4 unfair labor charges that ACE has brought against the district. ACE brought these charges against the district, not CTA. CTA attorneys are litigating the case on behalf of ACE. ACE leaders have been impressed with the thoroughness of the CTA attorneys and their grasp of educational law. They know what is legal and illegal and how to hold the district accountable for their illegal actions. We can depend on CTA to litigate cases at the highest possible level. Isn't this what is best for Clovis educators? Shouldn't we want the best for all of us? CTA is the answer for ACE. Listen, my point here is that Clovis educators are good at what they do. Many have won awards for their work, and most have won the admiration of their students, parents, and colleagues. The vast majority of them are hardworking, ethical, and passionate about this profession. Don't they deserve the best? Remember Doc's saying, "We're too poor to buy cheap"? Well, with CTA, we get the best for the cost of our monthly dues. Why in the world wouldn't we want to partner with an organization that has supported California teachers since 1863? Currently, CTA partners with 96% of all educators in California, with over 310,000 members. CTA is the best organization to help ACE leaders learn how to represent all Clovis educators in an organized, transparent, and professional manner. We should leap at the chance to get help from the CTA experts. The only complaint I've heard from IQ about CTA is that they don't like the idea that a small portion of their monthly union dues might go to political issues or candidates. FYI. Despite what you might hear from uninformed people, Clovis educators can choose how their dues will be spent. If they don't want their money going to political candidates, it won't. They will just click on a box when they vote for ACE and none of their dues will go to political candidates. Clovis teachers, if that is your only hesitation in signing the ACE petition, Don't let it stand in the way of making things better in Clovis. IQ and the district have tried to demonize CTA. But I want you to know that I've had the CTA organizers in my home for meetings and meals, and I've never met a group of people more dedicated to the service of educators than they. We are so lucky to have such smart, knowledgeable people in our corner, guiding us, but not leading us. They are ideal partners. If you'd like to meet them and talk with them yourselves, just contact an ACE member and they will set it up. You'll be impressed, I promise. ACE recently posted a chart comparing ACE with IQ. Ask these questions of IQ. Will IQ represent all educators or just a select few? Who is training IQ how to structure a union and how to negotiate a contract? Will untrained IQ members be able to challenge district office administrators, or will IQ continue the tradition of faculty senate and passively accept district office decisions? Does the law firm IQ has partnered with specialize in educational labor law like CTA, or do they also focus on a myriad of other areas of the law? Does IQ offer $1 million of employment liability insurance should you get sued? Will IQ be ready on day one with a structure in place to support their members? Think about all of this when you are deciding between IQ and ACE. So yes, the Kilburns are involved with ACE because district office administrators have abused our trust. We are not bitter, disgruntled people with a grudge against the district. In fact, just the opposite. We want it to be better for students. We want it to be better for educators. It can be better. ACE, with support from CTA, is the only way Clovis students and educators are going to get a fair shake in Clovis Unified. When ACE becomes the union in Clovis, no longer will decisions be made behind closed doors without robust educator input. No longer will educators be given only enough information to make district decisions look good. And no longer will a select few faculty senate or IQ officers and DO administrators hold all the authority and power to make decisions. Educators will have an equal place at the table, which is the way it should be. Thank you for listening to me explain why the Kilburns support ACE. ACE is the only answer.